Hi, my name is Stacy Hansel, and this is my Habitica evaluation. Starting off, what is Habitica? Habitica is a productivity application that is in a gaming format. Habitica can help people achieve goals, complete certain tasks, and either get rid of a certain habit or gain a certain habit. Habitica also gives out rewards and punishments to motivate users to complete certain tasks. It also has social networking properties through the parties, guilds, and the taverns. You can meet other players in taverns and you can join guilds with them to complete certain quests. Now that we know what Habitica is, let's take a look at the psychological concepts that's within the gaming design. One concept that is present is de-individualization, and this allows players to be anonymous and it results in no consequences with actions. For example, this can happen in the tavern or the guilds, and it's when a person takes the leadership role and starts cyberbullying. Other players then continue the actions and cyberbullying, which creates a very negative environment. A solution for this is a moderator within the taverns. That way they can make sure no one is being very offensive, but there really is no other way to stop cyberbullying within the application. Another solution is the ability to sending links to our friends so we can invite them via text message. This will allow players to send direct messages to their friends. That way they have the ability to join guilds and parties together with their friends. If the game developers were able to implement this solution, it could promote the big fish little pond effect. The big fish little pond effect is when a player is in a small group with similarities based on their friends list, and it helps the players become more motivated to continue playing the game. This effect can also work with strangers in small groups in the guilds too. The game developers also uses progress bars to help keep motivating the players to reach a certain level and keep the health bar up. It's another helpful design the developers put in to motivate players to keep using the application. One problem with the application is the lack of being able to hold a person accountable for their actions. For example, you have the ability to check off daily tasks, to-do list items, and hit plus or minus buttons based on a habit. There is nothing stopping the player in checking off items or hitting plus buttons multiple times. For me, sometimes it's hard because of depression, so I cheat once in a while saying I did something when I didn't. In the moment, in my mind, it doesn't feel like I'm cheating just because I'm hitting a simple button, but later on when I think about it, it does make me feel very upset because I don't want to be cheating, but sometimes it's just very hard. With the ability of not having a limit in the habits option, people can just hit the plus button multiple times saying they did a habit when they actually didn't. There needs to be a solution to this area and this aspect. One possible solution is to add a 5 to 7 limit a day on the habits. Making sure it's a 5 to 7 limit a day is very crucial because someone might have an issue with biting their nails that they want to stop, and they might do that multiple times a day. But we don't want it too much where they say they didn't bite their nails and they are able to hit plus multiple times and they're just lying. A solution to the to-do list and daily check-off list is to add a second notification after trying to check off an item that says, "Are you really completed with this task?" This will allow the player to really think and give them a second chance to actually complete the task. Another concept used in the gaming development is nostalgia. Nostalgia is an emotion that is easily manipulated, and it is a sentimental longing for the past. With the application design, the use of pixels is very common from old video games, also present ones like Stardew Valley. It helps remind people that it's a game and it brings old memories from old video games they used to play. This helps with making a player happier and improves the enjoyment for the player. For me personally, I find it hard to keep using the app because I get bored of it. A solution to keep players playing is by adding minigames as a reward from completing tasks. Players should be able to spend their rewards or coins to unlock minigames to keep them motivated. Also, by adding a scoreboard to the minigames with the friends list, as stated earlier, will increase the competitiveness with the player and their friends, which improves motivation. Overall, I think Habitica is a really good idea of an application, but I think that if they add some of these suggested solutions, it would make the application even more popular and useful.